Thunderbolts earned $11.5 million from U.S. previews. Yeah, not bad for Thunderbolts.
But it's below Captain America: Brave New World.
69.
And yeah, my guess is I think the audience skews female in this one.
Is it because there's a female lead?
Yes, and I think we underestimate the draw power of that female lead.
Yeah, no, look, I think Florence Pugh is a remarkable actress. She was amazing in Oppenheimer. Really loved her in Midsummer. I'm not
Fighting
sure
with my family.
I like her as an actress. I'm not sure I love the character as in the Thunderbolts, but that's up for discussion.
Yeah.
So, but I have other Thunderbolts related stories to share with you, including Kevin Feige talks Thunderbolts. Kevin Feige, of course, goes to all the premieres.
As he should.
For all the Marvel movies. He famously, I'm pretty sure he did not go to the premiere of Captain America: Brave New World. He just wasn't there. He's a busy guy. He's the head of Marvel Studios, but he was on the red carpet. Was it a red carpet or a yellow carpet with an asterisk?
A bumblebee carpet.
Yeah, we'll
red
see.
And black.
But he's on the red carpet for Thunderbolts earlier this week in Los Angeles outside the El Capitan Theater and had some thoughts. Let's see what we can read into these thoughts. Kevin Feige, what's going on, Kevin?
Kevin Feige, the man with all the Marvel plans. Welcome to yet another MCU premiere.
Thank you.
I mean, there's already been such a great positive reaction from the fans. How are you feeling with this release?
I feel very good. I can't wait for everybody to see it. You know, we felt very good about this movie. We screened it much earlier than we usually do. I was with the cast last week in London for the premiere there, and it went really well. So I'm very excited for everybody to see this, because it's a great Marvel movie and because Jake has done something very special, and the whole cast with this movie with looking into deeper thematics, I think, for people to find.
I want to touch on that partnership with Jake, and kind of the tone of the film. It's awesome. This is a new step into the MCU in a way. We've got all of these mental and physical issues that everyone's dealing with. Why bring this to the MCU now? Why is this such an important story to tell?
I mean, this is our 36th movie, and we try to evolve, and we try to grow, and we try to keep doing different things. And we also, as I always say, look to the comics.
What are you most excited for fans to get out of Thunderbolts?
I think I'm excited for them to see something a little more deep, a little more meaningful, that might touch them in a way they haven't felt before, in terms of the relatability and accessibility to their own life experiences. I also think there's some great action in it. There's some great comedy in it. And if you stay, this is a little, I like to give Marvel.com little juicy nuggets. Little juicy nuggets. Stay till the end of the credits.
Like till the end to the end.
Yeah, that's not really a juicy nugget, but that's.
Well, I don't know. You heard it here first.
And this one is particularly fun and meaningful and looks towards the future.
Well, I cannot wait to see what this is all going to bring to the MCU.
Right.
I know the fans can.
Excellent.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thanks so much.
Well, there you go, Alan. Stay to the end.
Stay to the end.
Remember that for the Marvel. What do you think about what he said? These are deeper themes in this.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. The whole mental health thing. Really, this is. I mean, I'm just rehashing what I said on Wednesday. I'm just tired. I just want a superhero movie. Don't need to get lectured. Don't need to have virtue signaling going on. And honestly, it is a virtue signal. The world is depressed. So the Thunderbolts are here to pull you out of that depression, just like Yelena pulled Sentry out of the void.
Well, I mean, it does. I mean, I saw the movie a second time. I think it played better a second time because I saw it with a paying audience. So I thought the reactions were genuine. And I liked it a little better the second time. I mean, the things that bugged me kind of faded into the background. The things that I liked, were there. I sort of didn't like that all the humor was based on just two characters, Red Guardian and Wyatt Russell's character.
Yeah. And it was all about just making silly comments back and forth, ball busting, as you will.
Yeah.
And
Quippy. It's all, everything's a quip. And it was weird. Yelena was just like, she's depressed. She scrolls on her phone and drinks booze. Who do you think can relate to that character? A woman who's depressed and anxious because she's always on her phone and drinks booze till she passes out and thinks constantly about regrets from the past. Who do you think can relate well to that character? I mean, I don't, but I know a lot of people might. What do you think?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm saying I think the movie is skewing younger female, like 30s, mid 30s below. That seems to be the main audience, and young boys who don't have fathers.
Well, it also stood out to me that she said, all I do is I drink, think about, she kept having this recurring thought of a young girl that she was partially responsible for her death and felt responsible. And then she drinks alcohol and has no one to come home to. I'm thinking this completely hits a really specific demographic.
Yeah.
Based on those themes.
Yeah.
So make of that what you will.
Yeah. And the question ultimately will be, is this the Barbie audience they're going after? And is the Barbie audience going to respond to it? And we'll see. I don't, the lackluster, 11.5 million, that's not bad. It will probably have legs for a while, but I don't think it'll be a blockbuster hit like the old like Marvel used to be.
Well, I agree with you, but also there's not as much controversy surrounding this film, and I think the expectations are lowered. We didn't hear too much about reshoots. By the way, every movie has pickup shots and not necessarily reshoots, but additional photography, as they say, to kind of fix things or bridge things and whatnot. That's just commonplace today. So we shall see. Moving on, Wyatt Russell on the Thunderbolts. He has some thoughts. Speaking of Thunderbolts thoughts. This is from the Marvel official podcast, which I listen to. Well, I do listen to this, and I'm going to back it up a couple seconds here. It's the official podcast. It talked to Florence Pugh, David Harbour, John Kamen, and Wyatt Russell. And Wyatt Russell had some things to say near the kind of the middle of the show. It's I don't know, this podcast is not weekly, but it's kind of every couple weeks. And I do like it because they interview creators. They talk to comic creators, and I dig that. But let's hear what Wyatt has to say on the show.
And love. And it's just fun. Like, there's an element to this movie that's just fun. There isn't an agenda. There's not anything about it other than, like, you go to these movies to have a good time. You go to these movies to escape reality. That just gets back to like a simple version of that's emotionally at its core really exciting and really fun at the end of the day. And that has a little bit of a thing to say about, humanity and life and who we are and why we do things. But at the end of the day, you leave the movie theater being like, I had such a blast. I love these characters. I love these guys. They're so imperfect. I want to see them again.
There you go. So the thing that stood out to me is he said there's no agenda. I thought that was like, that was something new. First of all, he acknowledged that there are agendas. If you are saying that this movie has no agenda, you're trying to tell other people, we know we've had agendas in the past, but now we're telling you there's no agenda with this
Not
movie.
in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say he's correct. I mean, other Marvel films, I think, have kind of been really on the nose about an agenda, or not just Marvel movies. A lot of other mainstream tentpole Hollywood films have had agenda. But by saying there is no agenda, it's fun, he's actually speaking to people I think like us who have pointed out, you've kind of had agendas with these movies. It feels like there's an agenda or as Drinker says, the message, that's ever present. So what do you think, Alan?
Yeah. I mean, what it began, I think Captain Marvel was probably the first one with the agenda,
Right.
Figuring out who you are, or having, having your potential limited by men, basically. And it just kind of snowballed from there. And the other thing I have issue with, it's just fun. Yeah, I mean, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I guess, was fun. They think just being jokey and light is fun, and I just don't like that. That this is where Marvel Studios has brought Marvel. Gee, I hope Fantastic Four is fun.
We shall see. David Harbour. David Harbour's character, whatever you say, Red Guardian, he was the focal point of comic relief. And he actually went to, where did he go to? Disney Park.
It was California Adventure over at Avengers Campus.
California Adventure at Avengers Campus. David Harbour was there. He, of course, plays Red Guardian. And he ran into Red Guardian at California Adventure. Let's check out this clip.
Hey, I'm looking. Hey, you haven't seen the. It's okay. Hey.
So he's only at Avengers Campus for a limited time to promote the movie. He's not a regular.
You know what I love about this? Disney is finally hiring fat guys to be characters.
Yeah. Or like bigger guys have another character to play rather than Fat Thor.
Let's just say abnormal body types to play characters.
Yeah, Dad Bod Thor. Now you've got Dad Bod Red Guardian. I think that's fun. I think David Harbour probably had a little bit of weight put on. I don't think he's that heavy in real life, honestly. So there you go. I don't know that I'll ever see it. I haven't been to Disney parks since 2019. It's so prohibitive. It's so prohibitively expensive. Just
for Disneyland, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hey, Disney
World. Just buy a ticket.
Disney World's worse. I can guarantee you that.
You can't just buy a ticket. You have to have a reservation.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I mean, I'll say it again. My trip to Disney World for 5 days, hotel and tickets, $4,600.
Well, there you go. You can go meet Red Guardian and pay.
Oh, not at Disney World. Not at Disney World.
Not Disney. California Adventure. You can just you can meet Red Guardian. You might just pay a little bit of money.